So I was politely asked whether if I could put a disclaimer in my videos to what kind of video it's going to be, because for some, and I get it, I edited the footage, so on that video probably was a little excessive on the onboard footage, but when it comes to the DB Pro, man, because the camera fits all over that car, especially on the inside, yeah, this is RC Guy Garage, and if you have an issue with GoPro camera destruction, don't watch this video. So I am actually ripping the Red Cat Racing Kaiju 3S onboard only footage. I gotta put the disclaimer in. Onboard only footage of the Red Cat Racing Kaiju EXT. And I'm gonna give you my first thoughts after the fact, which this is actually after the fact. Does that make sense? What I'm saying to you right now is technically after the fact, even though it's before what you're gonna watch. But yeah, if you get sick, don't watch this. The GoPro. I said the GoPro is good. Of course the GoPro is good. Oh, no it's not. Back screen is shattered. Holy crap. Well, that's what I get for just putting it on the car without anything on it. All right. Well, at least it works. But This is what happens when you crash your GoPro without putting a case on it. So the back screen is totally thrashed and gone. Unbelievable. I don't know if that was worth a shot. So this is just the first video in another 9-part series of RC Guy Garage running with the Kaiju. I do have a few things on order for it, which should help some of the issues that I came across. Now this thing's only running on 3S. It's already pulling wheelies on 3S. You know, from standing still, it'll pull a wheelie, which is pretty crazy. But I think there's a lot involved with what's going on with this car. Am I feeling negative? You know, it's funny, little tiny bit. The only reason why I'm feeling negative is because I remembered when I tried to run the Kaiju, tried to get it like max speed. There's a couple of hurdles that you have to overcome. This thing is definitely designed as a stretched out Kaiju. I do feel it's going to take some abuse. Can't believe I wasted my camera. I mean, look at that thing. That thing is destroyed. And that's now 3 GoPros that I've mangled. That's 3 GoPros that I've mangled since I've been doing filming. You know, you got to use your best camera, but you also got to use better judgment. If I put the camera in a case, it probably would have, well, not probably, it would have survived. But for some reason, I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm not going to go hard with it. I'm not going to jump it. Just going to do a couple of passes down there. I didn't even put the GPS on. I mean, the GPS was in it, but I didn't even put the GPS on. So I don't even know how fast it was going. Part of the thing is I don't want to come off like I'm some kind of like pompous know-it-all or whatever, because I've said it a billion times that it's definitely not the case. I can only give you what my experience is with the RC. Now, I'm sure and I haven't watched the videos. I've watched Garage Life and I watched Riff Raff. So Riff Raff RC did an unboxing, and I also watched Garage Life. I try to not watch any running videos right away. Maybe after the fact, if I've got the RC, then maybe I'll, you know, after I've run it, want to see what other people's opinions and whatever are. And that's even if you get the time. Garage Life, his Kaiju was broken out of the box, so he didn't even get to run it. And that was his first Red Cat, so that was a pretty negative experience. And Riff Raff also hasn't had a chance to run it. So I guess those were safe videos to watch. Now, I already have kind of like this relationship. I already kind of have a relationship with the Red Cat Racing Kaiju. And that's because of that right there. Now, essentially, this truck right here is the same exact thing, just a little bit stretched out. So I've got like these thoughts in my head that I know that I know what I want to do with the truck. Realizing taking it out just for that 3S rip. Realizing that there's a couple of things that need to change. Now, one thing that needs to change right off, and I'm telling you right now, unless I've got the unicorn of short wires, unless I have the unicorn of short wires, this wire right here is a no-go for me. Because what I see happening is I see there definitely being an issue with that wire. Now, what I think I might want to do is the original Kaiju, if it's even possible. The original Kaiju, they mounted their receiver here somehow. So I have to see how in the original Kaiju that it's actually mounted in that way. The only other thing that I had thought was I believe that receiver box will fit right down and in there. So that can be hopefully a possibility. Now, you can see that I do have a double pack in there. So this was the next rip of the Red Cat Kaiju. Strapped up these packs. I was going to give it a rip. I ripped it on 3S. Now it was time to take it out on 4S. But I just wanted to do a quick revisit. So I don't even know where this cut is pulling in, but I just wanted to basically say that I'm not trying to act all pompous, but I have a fairly good relationship with the original Kaiju. That doesn't necessarily mean that that translates to this one. It's just that this one is only 1 7/8 difference, and sometimes that can make all the difference. such as when you're talking about the Arrma 5th scale Kraton versus the 5th scale Outcast. A lot of people have a lot more of a pleasing experience with the Outcast, which is 2 inches shorter. My mindset was 2 inches longer on this vehicle right here. My mindset was saying that the experience I'm hoping is going to be better. But did that extra 2 inches take away from the enjoyment of the original Kaiju? Maybe you need to step away and realize it's a totally different truck and forget everything you learned. The problem is, I have a hard time doing that. So, back to the cut. Although, I could probably download the footage from the GoPro. Can't remember when I turned the camera on, though. It has a tendency to, if you turn the camera on too soon and it doesn't get a satellite, when you hit record, it doesn't record any information. So it does have GPS telemetry, so maybe what I'll do is I'll check that out. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage, and this is my first rip and experience with the Red Cat Racing Kaiju, only on 3S. It's making me remember some things about the Kaiju. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because see, here's the thing, is I'm seeing belted tires, something that looks like it's more on-road, it's gonna wing, so I'm thinking to myself, oh, this thing is just gonna cook. You know, once I get it up to 6S, that's not the case, man. Yeah, that's not the case. So hopefully you enjoyed the onboard footage and didn't get sick. I'm out ripping it. What are you doing? There's the GoPro. Hopefully the GoPro's good. Of course the GoPro's good. Oh, no it's not. Back screen is shattered. Holy crap. Well, that's what I get for just putting it on the car without anything on it.